Hello students, we are going to continue exercise 8.3 and we are going to do question number 8 today. Please read the statement. Find the amount and compound interest on rupees 10,000. That means we are given principal amount as rupees 10,000. Rate of interest. Rate of interest is given as 10% per annum, compounded half yearly. This is the main point. We need to remember it is given as compounded half yearly and time given is 1.5 years. 1.5, 1 is to 1/2, like this, years. Compounded half yearly is there. So what we will do, we will use formula. Amount is given by P into 1 plus R upon, see this is half yearly, right? So that is why we will write 200 and here 2n. I hope you are aware about this formula. Now, what is the principal amount given to us? Principal amount is 10,000. Let me write 10,000. Then what is the rate? Rate is given as 10%. So it is 10/200. Now, what is n? It is given as 1.5. 1.5 means 3/2. That is why we will write 3/2. This 2 and 2 will be cancelled. We will get 10,000 multiplied. This 0 and 0 cancelled. It is 1 plus 1/20 now, which becomes 21/20 and then q. Further solving it, what we need to do, since this is a q, so I'm going to write 21/20 multiply 21/20, again multiply 21/20. 3 zeros are cancelled. These 3 zeros are cancelled. And this 2 times 5 is 10. So what we are left with, 5 multiply. Now we have 21. 5 multiply 21. Let us multiply first these two. It is 105 multiplying first two terms. And 21 multiplied 21 is 441. And denominator 2 multiplied 2, this is 4. Right? So further we need to continue doing the calculation. Let us see what will we get. Just multiply 441 by 105. We get 46305. 46305. Dividing it by further 4. And once we divide it by 4, we get rupees 11,576.25. This is what the amount is. So first part will be amount in this case is given by 11,576.25. Now, after doing this, they have told us to find compound interest as well. Now, how will we find compound interest? Let me show you. Formula to find compound interest is amount minus principal. Here amount is 11,576.25. Principal is 10,000. If we subtract them, then we will get rupees 1576.25. This is how we are done with the first part itself. Half of the question is done. But after that, if we continue the question, if you read it, would this interest be more than the interest he would get if it was compounded annually? What does that mean? They're asking, this is the compound interest you have gained in 1.5 year when it is compounded half yearly. Now, if the case is of compounded yearly, then what would be the interest and what will be the difference between them, whether which one will be greater? That's what we need to do now. So let us start doing the case considering compounded annually now, but the same question. Since time allowed is 1.5 years, 1.5 years. So what I'm going to do, principal amount here is, let me write first the principal amount. Principal is same 10,000. Rate we have 10% per annum, but now it will be compounded annually. Time is 1.5 year. So what we will do, first of all, I'll calculate for first year. I will calculate for first year only. What will happen for first year? If you use this formula, amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power T. Principal amount is 10,000. Rate is given as 10%. Now I'm using time 1 because I'm just talking about first year now. Later on I'll see for next 6 months. So we get 10,000 into 11 by 10. 1 0 is cancelled. So my amount becomes 11,000 after 1 year. If after 1 year it is 11,000, for next 6 months, this amount becomes principal now. And interest for next 6 months will be calculated by P multiply R multiply T upon 100. Let us see what it becomes. I'm going to start from the left side. It becomes principal amount is 11,000 we have. Rate is obviously 10%, but time, these are 6 months, right? So time is half year. That's why I'm writing half. These 2 zeros are cancelled. 2 and this 10, if cancelled, we get 5. So it becomes 110 multiply 5. 110 multiply 5 means 550. So total interest in this second case, total interest is, see, in my first case, my amount became 11,000. Principal was 10,000. It became 11. That means 1,000 was the interest earned. Plus 550 interest is earned for next 6 months. So total interest earned is 1,550. Now, if you start comparing, if we compare it, see this green colored I'm highlighting. This was the interest when compounded half yearly. And this is bottom one is the interest when compounded annually. So which one is greater? The upper one is greater. When it was compounded half yearly, then interest is more than compounded annually. So this is what we were supposed to do in this question. I hope you are clear with this. And if you think that this video is important for all, so definitely please share among the students. Thank you so much.